Hello my students, welcome to my channel, my target 100%. I think what I had taught in the previous class, you have gone through my notes and you must understand. Okay, if there is any doubt in today's teaching, so you will write everything in comment box. So today's topic is mean value of AC over a complete cycle. All of you write mean value of AC, mean value of AC over a complete cycle. It is also one of the most important question for CBSE board examination. So question is define mean value of AC, that is known as average value of AC. Derive a mathematical expression for a positive half cycle or a negative half cycle or for a complete cycle. But before going to derive that one, you must understand or you must know some important terms associated with it. What do you mean by complete cycle? So as you know that current is I is equal to Q by T, rate of flow of charge or flow of charge per unit time through a conductor having any cross section of the conductor, you can say. But while you are writing this one, I is equal to limit delta T tends to 0, delta Q by delta T is equal to dQ by dt, it is instantaneous current, that you know. But question is, this is AC, this is AC, suppose this one is x axis, this one is y axis, it is origin. So if you draw the graph between current and time, you will get this one. Okay, so this one is complete cycle. In case of sound chapter in wave motion and in oscillation chapter, you have read this one. This one is half wave, then another half wave. So this is positive half cycle, this one, that means 0 to T by 2, you can say it is above the axis, so it is positive half cycle, and this one is T by 2 to T, so limiting value is this one, then limiting value this one. In case of positive half cycle, limiting value is 0 to T by 2. In negative half cycle, this is positive half cycle. But in case of negative half cycle, limiting value is T by 2 to T. Negative half cycle. Then understand, this is maximum value, this is minimum value. So this is I0, this is minus I0. Suppose you will take this one is I0, so this one is minus I0. Okay, so how much is required, that I am telling. So this is positive half cycle, this is negative half cycle. Clearly understand? Then we have to derive that one. Mean value of AC over a complete cycle is how much? It is 0, and you will get that value I of average, this is mean value, or I mean value is equal to 2 I naught by pi, that is 0.637 I naught, you can say, or 63.7 percentage I naught. That means mean value of AC is equal to maximum value of this one. Okay, let us discuss how it is coming. Now for your better understanding, okay, for your better understanding I am telling, suppose electric current is a physical quantity and you are measuring how many times? N times. Suppose you are measuring electric current is I, you are measuring 1 times I1, you are getting I2. In this way, N times you are measuring. So I average, that you know, that is I1 plus I2 plus dot dot dot. How many times you have taken? N times. So divide this one. So in this way, that you know that the average value from the junior class. Okay. So I average is same thing. But here how can you derive? Okay. Now question is, it is 3 marks question, 1 plus 2. What do you mean by mean value of SC over a complete cycle? This can change. Okay, if you will take half cycle, you will use half cycle. If you will use complete cycle, you will use complete cycle. Mean value of SC is defined as the value of steady current which sends the same amount of charge in a given circuit in a given time as is sent by the AC through the same circuit in the same time. Understood? Suppose this one, this is time, this is I, this one is T by 2, this one is T. Now you are sending some amount of charge. Okay, what happens? Anything? So I is equal to dq by dt. So dq is equal to how much? I dt. So in a small interval of time you are sending dq. So how much current will produce in a complete cycle? First you find the value up to this one after this one, otherwise you take 0 to t. So for a complete cycle in easiest method, let us derivation, mathematical expression that you can write. This is mathematical expression. Okay, so let an alternating current, alternating current be I is equal to how much? I0 sin omega t. Clearly that you know. Alternating EMF E is equal to E0 sin omega t. Alternating current I is equal to I0 sin omega t. Now if you are sending dq amount of charge, so what will happen? Current is equal to I is equal to dq by dt. You can use here. So dq is equal to, that sentence you will write I dt, but I is equal to how much? I0 sin omega t. You can write this one. Okay, I am writing I, as I am using this I, so you write I dt. So it is I0 sin omega t. Okay, it is equation 1. So this one, when you are sending dq, very small amount of charge in small interval time, but for a complete cycle how can you get? You will get this one by integrating this one dq and 0 to q, that you know, integration of dx 0 to x integration dw. So by integrating this equation, so if you suppose it is equation 2, integrate this one. So if you will integrate this one, it is dq 0 to q. So integrating I0 sin omega t, suppose it is 0 to t. Okay, because you are taking complete cycle, so I am taking directly 0 to t. Can I erase? Okay, then come to point. I0 is the maximum value, it is the constant term. So q is equal to, you can write I0 integration of sin omega t, integration 0 to t. Any problem? No. Now integration of sin omega t, dq by dt, dt. Okay, as it is integration, I is equal to dq by dt. Okay, so dq is equal to I dt. So sin omega t dt, what letter you will use, that same thing you have to put. So sin omega t dt. So I0 integration of sin omega t, derivative of sin theta cos theta, but integration is opposite. So sin omega t is minus cos omega t by omega. So limiting value is how much? 0 to t. Any problem? This is important only. Integration of sin omega t, those students have taken biology, so for them you have to remember. Sometimes they are facing problems. Then come to point. Point is I0 omega, can you write this one? Then minus, you give minus, this one is cos omega t. This is lower limit, upper limit omega t. In place of small t, you have to put this value minus cos omega into 0, 0. Clear? So now how much? Minus I naught omega. You can write that one. Omega is equal to theta by t. For a complete cycle, it is 2 pi by t. That is omega. Okay. So you can write 2 pi by t. So you can write this one. But cos omega t is how much? Omega t is how much? 2 pi. So it is 2 pi. Any problem? It is cos omega t is 2 pi. So 2 pi cos omega t cos 2 pi minus cos 0. Okay. Now how much? This value you just write 2 pi. It is cos 2 pi is how much? 1 minus 1. Okay. So now what you are getting? This one and this value is how much? 0. So you are getting this one. So it is the value of Q when dq amount of charge flows through AC in a complete cycle. But our motto is to find the value I average. So I average, how can you get? We know I is equal to Q by T. That is Q by T. So you are taking the complete cycle. It is 0. So 0 by T. So 0 by something is 0. So I average is equal to 0. So suppose this equation is 3. So that means mean value of AC over a complete cycle is 0. Clear? But here is important. Suppose you will take over a positive half cycle. Over a positive half cycle. Positive half cycle means this part. If we will take this part 0 to this one t by 2. Just I am telling how can you understand. This one is x axis, this one is y axis. So it is t, it is current. Okay. So now point is you just change the value here. Only I am erasing, you take the screenshot. If there is any problem, you write anything in comment box. Okay, now question is, you will only change for a positive half cycle, the value is 0 to t pi t by 2. So now what will you write? I naught, that is minus cos omega t by omega. Here is 0 to t pi by 2. Can you solve? Can I give homework? Here positive, for positive half cycle, but for negative half cycle, sin omega t dt. So it is t by 2 to t. It is t by 2 to t. Only the limiting value will change. That remains constant. Anything you are understanding or not? This point. Only the limiting value will change. That means just I am telling here. Just try to understand. Here, this is I naught by omega. Suppose minus you are taking this side. Okay. So what will happen? Cos omega t, in place of t you will write t by 2. Okay. This one is cos 0. Clear? So what will get? What I will get? This is minus I naught by omega 2 pi by t, 2 pi. Clear? Then what you are getting? You just try to understand. Omega is equal to, again I am telling theta by t, that is 2 pi by t. Okay. So omega t is equal to 2 pi. So in place of omega t, you will write how much? Cos 2 pi by 2. That is, here is cos 0. Now what will happen? 2 to cancel. So you write I naught t by 2 pi. Here cos pi minus cos 0. Clear? It is how much? 1. It is cos pi is minus 1. So it is minus of I naught t 2 pi. This is cos pi minus 1. This is minus 1. So you are getting minus of minus plus minus 2 into this one 2 I naught t by 2 pi. So it is how much? I0 t by pi. Clear? So it is the equation, another equation. But if I average is the mean value of AC, so what will I write? For I average is equal to Q by T. This is Q by T. T is how much for half cycle? T by 2. So it is T by 2. So I average is equal to Q by T by 2 when I average is the mean value of AC over a positive half cycle. So Q is equal to I average into T by 2. You give the equation 3. Okay. So comparing, it is the value of Q, it is the value of Q. When it is happening, when you are sending the charge, but it is the value of AC in that time, in that circuit during the positive half cycle. So from equation 2 and 3 we are getting, you compare from equation 2 and 3, from equation 2 and equation 3 we get I average T by 2 is equal to I0 T by pi. So now T cancel, I average is equal to 2 I0 by pi, 2 by 3.14 I0. You will get this one by this one. So it is 0.637 I0, I average. That equation is equation 4 you can give. Okay. Now how can you say mean value of AC over a positive half cycle is equal to 0.637 times of the peak value of AC. If you multiply 100, it becomes percentage. So we can write I average is equal to 63.7 percentage of peak value of AC. So it is the value of mean value of AC over a positive half cycle. But if you will calculate this value during this time up to this one is negative half cycle, okay, negative half cycle. So you will get I average is equal to minus 63.7 percentage I0, or you can say it is a minus 0.637 I0. Now it is the positive half cycle, it is the negative half cycle. The sum of each you get I average for a complete cycle is 0. So in any process, if you will calculate the value, you will get the mean value of AC over a positive half cycle and negative half cycle. That means a complete cycle is always 0, is always 0. So in this way you have to practice this one, derivation and mathematical expression for your examination point of view. It is also important, and based upon this one, if there is some MCQ and numericals, you also solve using this formula. Thank you. Have a good day.